by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Mighty.
Play action now, Burrow. That's going to be cut by all. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
11 MT. 11.
1st down, Burrow to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First off, well, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. His first throw is an interception. Von Bell takes it away. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
Well, I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Brown crosses the goal line for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He fires one deep down the middle. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's caught along the left sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Toine now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Rolling out to his left. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jordan Poyer has it. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Headed out right. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That catch right there ended up paying off one of the longest routes he's going to run. He started on one side of the field, Kate, and he made it all the way across to the other. And at no point was he going to step off the gas. My man, though, he may need a little breather, a little oxygen after that one.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up their coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handing off now to the receiver. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. It's the Dolphins facing a 3rd and 6. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He rolls to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise you can deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. They're going play action. Has a man. It's Brown. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here. First down. Here's Burrow. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone.
Here we go.
We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right or wrong, where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
No, they get him yet again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Puts some power on a deep one left. They get it right back. That's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. D. Eskridge to return it. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it at the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins check the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They're out and set, first and 10. now, off play action. Escapes the pocket. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Burrow back to throw. And the man is there to knock that away. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's second down coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Higgins, the man in motion right. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Moving quickly, try to get set again. To throw again, it's Burrow. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball's going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
So the Bengals going back to the well, trying for 2 again. He's throwing for it. And he's got a man. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... Oh, brother, it's another interception. Geno Stone picks it up. And the Bengals get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I think that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Chase. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, Burrow to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on